Good morning again, YouTube. It is JMO back with you guys. It has been a while. I've been incredibly busy with work and the holidays and family. And so I wanted to just come back, give you guys an update to the portfolio. So the amount, I think since my last video, has jumped up quite a bit. I did get a nice size bonus from my regular 9-to-5 job. So I put a lot of that money in to this portfolio with my 9-to-5 money. I know my premise of this channel is to mostly use my side income, but I do want to just grow the portfolio overall, use as much money from both streams of income as I can to grow this thing as best as I can. So I just want to give a little New Year update. Happy New Year to everybody. And as you can see, the market is having quite the drawback today, as it has been for about the last 3 or 4 trading days, going all the way back to, since the Fed released the information that they're not going to cut the interest rate 3 times, but only 2 times in 2025, which has seemed to have sent the investors into quite a sell-off panic. Then we had the year-end sell-offs, people taking profit after 2 years of quite a lot of gains in the market. So we've seen a lot of last 3 or 4 business trading days, a lot of selling going on. So as you can see, we're down 199, and now all time in the portfolio, I'm down 12.15%, which is a big time drop. $334 we've lost overall all time. Again, I'm not worried. I'm not in this for a month, for a year, 2 years, 5 years. I'm in this for at least probably 15, hopefully 20 years of investing. So I'm not really worried about a small pullback after almost record profits in the markets over the last 2 years. I get it. People want to get their money. But as it always does, it will go back up. So let's get into what we have going on in the portfolio. So as you can see, I actually bought my first bit of Bitcoin. I have 0.001 Bitcoin. About $100 worth, just because I wanted to get in on it. So my market value is, I'm down 1.67, $98.30 in the Bitcoin. We got Doge. We actually got some Dogecoin for free from Robinhood on New Year's Day. So I'm up to 289.59 Dogecoin, $98 value. I'm down 6% in the Dogecoin and I've added to the portfolio of this. The Shiba Inu, again, just that tiny amount that I couldn't sell all of it, so it's in there. Apple has quite the drop off today, down 3.19% today. We do have the 3.2 shares for a $780 market value. We're still at 3.78% on total return for Apple. So again, Apple's one of the Mag 7. It's not going anywhere. It's going to continue to rise. People are taking their profits. No big deal there. SoFi is the one that's actually really been what's been dragging my portfolio down, because it did get all the way up to above $17. So a lot of that value was added to my portfolio. And then as it's now dropped, as you can see, 8.5% today, about $3.10 down from that 52-week high. So as you can see, we're still positive at 2.37%. I think the last time I did a video on this channel, I was somewhere upwards of 20% profit on SoFi. I do have the 40 shares now. I do believe in SoFi long term. It's going to come out with its Q4 2024 earnings sometime later in January, which I believe is going to be another profitable quarter, which I believe is going to drive this price back up. I saw some analysts gave it an $8 share price and saying it's overvalued. So I think that's what a lot of the panic is today. A lot of people just go off of what other people say. They don't necessarily do their own homework, do their own research. They just go off what the supposed experts say. But SoFi, I believe, will come back strong, and I'm looking to continue. I want to get it up over to the 100 shares. At that point, I can start selling covered calls on it, make a little bit of more income on that. So that's where we're at with SoFi. Next, we got SCHG, the Schwab US large cap. I added $100 to this today. We're up to 14.71 shares, a 407 market value. We're down less than 1%. in the portfolio and the total return. This is just a growth fund that is going to continue to grow. It's the Dow 100 Schwab growth ETF that will continue to grow as those top 100 Dow Jones companies continue to grow. So this one, I want to be probably 30% of my portfolio. It is currently at 15, so we're halfway there. So I'm probably going to be adding to this one and then the SCHD, which is the dividend equity Schwab US fund. We have 15 shares of this now, 410.92 value. We're down 1.24% total return, also at 15%. So this one and the other Schwab ETF, I want to be at 30% each of my portfolio. Those are the ones I'm going to use for my long-term both growth and my long-term dividend. This one has the 3.75% 30-day yield. I believe in the last quarter it was about 27 cents a share on the dividend. So looking to grow my dividend portfolio, get some of that passive income, grow it over the next 10 years or so to the point that it's hopefully paying me more money a month than my current 9-to-5 job. So that will be the goal. Hopefully in the next 10 to 12 years that will surpass that amount. We still have the IBIT. We have the 2.12 shares for a 118 market values, down 1.5%. This is the Bitcoin ETF. Just wanted to get some exposure to the Bitcoin. This was a cheaper way than actually buying Bitcoin, although I did now buy some Bitcoin. And on Robinhood, I actually missed out. They gave out a tiny fraction, like $7 worth of Bitcoin to people that were on the screen at the time. So I wasn't able to be there for that. I missed out on that. I did get the Dogecoin from Robinhood. It's free money. It's hard to beat that. It's better than nothing. So that's where that's at. And then Palantir. We did get up to the 2 shares of Palantir. 148.25 market value. We're down up 0.19% total return on the Palantir. So this one, it hasn't decided which way it wants to go. It was going up and up and up and up forever. As you can see, 3 months, it's been just rocket ship. Year to date, well, this is now 2025. But this is one that has government contracts for AI technology. I believe it will continue to go up. It's only at how much percent? 5% of my portfolio. That's probably a good place for it to be right now with my available funding. So this is where we're at with the Palantir. So I did have the PGX, the corporate bond dividend paying ETF. I sold that actually to get the SCHG and the SCHD today. It was about $175 worth. I sold both of those this morning, to put 100 into SCHD and SCHG today. So I do have these option calls for SoFi, which I'm way down on these things because the price has just been going down and down and down. So I do have till January 17th on these. I'm hoping that price goes up. I needed to get up to about $17 an hour or $17 total over share price, which is looking pretty iffy right now. If it gets anywhere up to the point where it's worth $1 per call, I'll probably just sell them and take a 50% loss on those. And then I also did my first put option where I have an $8 put. So January 17th is the date. If the price goes below $8 before January 17th, I will be assigned 100 shares at $8. And if you don't know what Archer is the EVTOL, the electric vertical takeoff lift aircraft. These are going to be air taxis. They've been approved by the FAA. They're backed by some companies like United Airlines, and they're typically like taking an Uber, but a small, basically it's a large drone that you can just fly in. So this is going to be a new big sector, I believe, this EVTOL sector. So if I get assigned the 100 shares, I'm fine with that. I think it's a stock that's going to rise in the next 3-5 years. And if it doesn't, I made a 60 something dollar premium that I got to keep. So either way, I find it as a win. So I'm probably going to go more into now selling puts than I am to covered calls, as the covered calls have not been going well for me. So that is buying a call, not a covered call. A covered call is when you have 100 shares and you set a strike price that you're okay selling it at. So as you can see, we do have the $482.47 in buying power. Robinhood gives you the 4% interest rate. So I'm just going to try to have some money in the buying power for when the markets are down like today. I can buy stocks at discounted prices. So that's where we're at with that. I just want to give you guys a little update on the portfolio. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, been super busy. I will try to get back to getting at least one, if not two videos a week to show update on the portfolio. As I know when I was first looking, I was like, there's not a lot of portfolios that are like smaller. A lot of them are 75,000, 100,000, 200,000. And for a lot of people that are just starting, you can't really ever imagine it getting up to that high. So I wanted to show it from start to eventually. I hope I get to that point, but it's probably gonna be many, many years until I'm that high. So if you guys would like to come on this journey with me, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up. And that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.